I want you to just know that there's two mindsets. I mean, you guys have been studying for a while, so I'm just giving you this observation after 20 or so years of teaching. There are students whose only concern is growth. That's their only concern. They just want to learn the stuff. That's it. Like, their sense of accomplishment doesn't come from completing a book or completing a program or completing a curriculum or completing a class or getting I finished, or or even, oh, I'm up to speed with the live sessions. I'm not behind. That's not what gives them a sense of accomplishment. What gives them a sense of accomplishment is they're growing. And when you concern yourself with growth, then you become unconcerned with everything extra. You become unconcerned with the growth of others. You become unconcerned with the pace of the class. You become unconcerned whether you finish the book or not. The only thing on your mind is growth. Now, there are other people, the majority of people in the world, whose concern is rank. It's not growth, it's rank. The rank means I want to keep up with other people. I want Ustadh to be proud of me. I want to be able to say I finished the program. I want to complete this material. Like, they're somewhere in there. Yes, of course, if you ask them flat out, why are you doing this? To learn Arabic. Yeah, but if you dig a little bit deeper, the mindset is not a growth mindset. It's actually a rank mindset, right? And this mindset permeates in every part of life. There's two kinds of people that do work. There's people that do work and learn, whether it's learning Arabic like you guys are, or they're working, or the way they operate in their family, the way they operate in life. They operate from a mindset of growth. And others, they operate from a mindset of rank. Everything they do, they keep thinking, where do I rank with this? How do I rank compared to others? What are people going to say about this? And there's always somebody else in the equation. In growth, nobody else is on the equation. Nobody else is in your horizon, just you. But in rank, somebody else. So I'll tell you, for example, I feel personally there are gaps in my knowledge of Arabic. Still, there are many gaps in my knowledge of Arabic, and I want to fill those gaps. And I want to go to a teacher and say, hey, I want to do this curriculum, and they can say to me, okay, so you're intermediate or you're advanced, let me do this. And my mindset is, no, I actually really want to grow, so I'm going to start from the beginning and make sure I didn't miss anything. This is for myself. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm going to make sure I didn't miss anything, because even in the fundamentals or the basics, maybe there are some things that I've forgotten or I need review on, and I don't want to miss any of that, because the thing that's most valuable to me in my own pursuit of education is growth. Not, oh, I finished this course and I also have this. When I see people, when they introduce themselves and they tell me what degrees they got or where they graduated from or they did this, the mindset, it's not that it's really nice that you graduated from somewhere, it's really cool, but the mindset is still of, I want to show you where I rank because of what I have accomplished, right? And this is the kind of thing, even when hiring somebody, I don't want to see, don't tell me what you've done. You already did it. Like, cool, you did it. Tell me about what you're gonna do and how you're gonna keep growing as you do it. Like, that's what I'm interested in hearing, right? So this is the same mentality I want you to have. The reason I'm bringing this up is, as we reach the end of the textbook, I want some students that have been keeping up, they know the material, like Saad, you're a good candidate. I think Shazi, you're also a good candidate. Others that have come online are good candidates. Some of you may be struggling with putting a basic jumla together still. Some may be struggling. If I had you read the first chapter of the book, we're on chapter 40 almost, but if I had you read the first chapter, you'd still have some struggles and mistakes. But you're so hung up on the idea that I want to be with everyone and I want to finish, that you are now losing sight of your growth mentality. You're no longer growing. You're just trying to hold on to the rank of being a student that's advancing. Let go of the growth mindset. And remind me, Saad, with Tasadi or Insadi. We'll talk about that. But inshallah, like, this is something that I want to see going further. I want to take only the students that are where I am right now, and they're not holding on to the live sessions because they're not accepting that they haven't reached that stage of growth yet. It's not a hit on your pride. Not having learned something to perfection doesn't make you a lesser person. Struggling with the material doesn't make you a lesser person. You're not as good at Arabic doesn't make you a lesser person. Like, I'm reminded of Khadija's example, who was very hurt at first that she wasn't doing well after putting so much work in. And I said, you need to take a breath, calm down, go back and start at the basics. And she's been doing that, alhamdulillah. She sends me questions every once in a while. And from her questions, I can see remarkable growth. Growth I didn't see for a long time in her because she was too concerned with rank and she didn't realize it. So this is not making you a bad person. It's just, I want you to become self-aware. Are you actually learning in the most optimal way? And are you able to, we can give khutbahs about humility and khutbahs about not having pride, but this is where pride really kicks in. Am I willing to kick my own pride in the face and say, hey, I need to go back to some of the basics? Instead of the moment you hear fundamentals or basics, you're like, what basics? I know those. How could you? I'm so hurt. You won't grow. You won't grow. So, develop that mindset, and inshallah you'll go far. And anything you learn, you'll do great. And especially with Arabic. And I'm telling you, I've tried to learn things before, and the only time I've really truly learned something is when I have growth mindset.